We'll get into the Blazers here as we finish up the first hour. 0-2 over the weekend. They drop on Friday to a Houston team that, look, I've got nothing really to say.
Nope.
Houston's really good.
They were a buzzsaw.
They're a buzzsaw. You know, when you have guys like Durant and that size, it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see the Blazers against that size, and I don't want to see that anymore. You know, I'm not into that anymore. So I'm kind of willing to kind of scrub that and wash that away, as Houston is my pick to come out of the West. The Dallas situation was tough, and I think I was really excited going into this game because, A, I want to watch Cooper Flagg as much as possible, and playing the Blazers gives me a great reason to watch Cooper Flagg. But also I wanted to see like a nice little win coming off the road trip where, you know, you could have beat Miami, you should have beat Orlando. We'll chalk the Houston game up to nothing, and then get a W and show me how good you look. Once I saw the Drew news, it was like, I'm out.
And yeah,
not out watching the game, but my expectations were completely gone at that point.
What are the Blazers' two woes that they kind of deal with?
Guards, man. Guards.
Creation and shooting. And you saw that. There was a lot last night when they got stuck in the half court where they just didn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
And credit to Denny and Shaden for getting downhill. Denny was incredibly efficient. I mean, it was kind of funny. I looked down at the box score at the end of the night. I'm like, oh, Denny finished with 29, 7, and 6. But Denny also had, you know, two probably bad fouls that lead to him fouling out in overtime. And in the fourth quarter, you know, in a game shot that goes to overtime, was like, what the hell was that, Denny?
Pretty uncharacteristic for him too.
And this is where having a guy like Giroux matters, or having a Dame matters. I'm not going to put Scoot in that yet because Scoot hasn't showed that ability to be the calming presence yet. He could eventually for sure, but like Giroux as the if Giroux gets that ball, he knows, okay, this is what the team has done defensively all night. I've got something in my pocket for this. And he can maybe attempt to drive, get into a pick and roll, and it leads to a kick out or a shot, or he's going to, generate a decent shot. Drew's already hit a bunch of buzzer beaters this year, not necessarily game winners, but you trust him in that situation.
Well, that's the vet. That's the Hall of Famer down the stretch. That's why he's on this team.
100%. But you saw from Shaden last night, when he was good, he was great. When he was bad, it was awful. And that's not necessarily a shot at Shaden as much as
shooting 3-pointers, bro.
It's not just that. This is where Giroux matters so much. It's like in the moments where things get clunky, he can be the guy that greases the wheels.
And he covers up a big problem that we see without him, not just in guards, but in depth.
Yeah.
Because for the side of the room that wants Jeremy to start, look, Jeremy had a good game against Dallas. He started 26 points.
He finished 7 of 20 because he ended up having kind of to chuck his last 4 shots. He wasn't like very efficient, but he was
4
aggressive.
of 9 from downtown.
Got to the rim, got to the free throw line.
But what does the bench give you now?
Yeah.
Nothing. And I don't want to get into should Jeremy start, but for those of you that want to see it, this is the situation that you want to see, and you're just not getting enough shot production. And to the texter who texted in, maybe discuss how the Blazers are supposed to be one of the best defensive teams in the league and have quickly morphed into one of the worst. We hammer this and you hammer it the most. When you play at the pace of the Blazers,
the number of possessions
is so astronomical that people just have more possessions.
Yeah.
And with more possessions means you're going to score. Stop looking at the score and telling me that that's bad defense.
Look at the points per 100.
Exactly.
And if you look at the Blazers right now, they are after the Houston game, they're 16th.
And take the
they're 22nd. The Houston game
really
punishes
them, and that's what teams that have finals aspirations will do to you. It's depth, it's guard play. This team, the way it's built, is just not built to
withstand this many
anything.
injuries to this many guys.
And building teams, growing teams, whatever you want to call this Blazer team. That's not a Blazer problem. That's everyone across the league trying to do what the Blazers are doing and grow. A Charlotte, even in Orlando. Like sometimes you can't get to Boston level depth or when Tatum's healthy, or an OKC level depth when you're trying to build. Take Denver, for example. When Jokic finally gets his title, they had to make trades at the trade deadline to bolster the depth of that team, and it ended up winning. What happened the next year? They didn't have that depth and couldn't win. So when you're a team rebuilding and you're struggling, if you don't have that depth, the second one important piece goes, and dare I say Drew Holiday is the most important, Once that piece is gone, it's going to expose a lot of issues.
So you don't have Dame, you don't have Scoot, you don't have Drew, you don't have Tease, you don't have Blake Wesley. That's 5
brutal.
guys. That is your guard depth. The only other guy you have in that guard depth is Shaden.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Or Caleb Love, who's a two-way, who I don't think you want running your offense through.
Not for big chunks of the game, that's for sure.
Because that guy is like, I don't care who's on my team. Me shoot ball far.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. I have mentioned this, and I will continue to mention this until I'm blue in the face. If you are a team that is a 40 to 44 win team, let's say I'll give you a wider swath, a 36 to 44 win.
Which
team.
the Blazers are right in
they,
that.
They are in that.
Right.
That is the majority of teams in the NBA.
I would even say 40 to 44. They could be considered in that sweat.
Yes, but 100%. But here's the thing: when you get into clutch games within 5 points with 5 minutes to go, it is a coin toss. If you are in that group of teams, it is a coin toss. The Blazers have played 9 clutch games so far this year. 9 of their 13 games have been clutch. Guess what their record is? Take a wild guess.
1-8.
They're 4-5.
Oh, there you go. Flip a
coin toss.
Yeah.
This road trip, and this isn't like be all sunshine and rainbows. That's not what this is. They went 1-4 on this road trip. They should have gone 3-2. They should have beaten Orlando. They should have beaten Dallas.
Could have beaten Miami.
Yeah.
Could be 4-1.
But I mean, they should have gone 3-2 on this trip. They didn't. You are what your record says you are.
I don't think we expected them to beat Orlando, but boy, they were in that game and
they should have won that game.
Once you watch it, they should have.
They should have won that game. And the same thing is true of Dallas. But you gave Dallas an opportunity, and an 18-year-old kid came out there and looked like a grown man. Cooper Flagg was 1 of 3 in the first half. 1 of 3 in the first half. He did almost nothing.
They're asking him to run the offense.
And then he comes out. I want to pull these second half numbers up. Cooper Flagg in the second half, God, this always does something weird. He goes 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block. He has 15 points. This is an 18-year-old. And those 15 points, he was an absolute monster. He took Tumani Kamara down to the block, banged him twice, turn and fade over the top of him. Did it to Jeremy. Did it to Chris. Got to the rim. The breakaway play where he takes it and goes the length of the court, goes behind his back twice, and then steps through 3 guys and finishes the rim. I was cackling in my chair. Like, this dude is going to be 19 in a month.
Yeah.
Like, the expectations on him are so incredible. To be honest, I thought this was his best game as a pro so far.
Good.
The control that he displayed, the steadiness that he showed. He is the youngest player in NBA history to have 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 0 turnovers.
And being asked to run the offense as not a point guard.
Like that, his stat line isn't this thing like, because we've gone so akin to like recognizing these massive, like Lowry ends up with a 40 piece last night for the Jazz, and you're just like, good God. But an 18-year-old doing this, keep in mind, he is supposed to be in college right now. He is supposed to be in this next draft class. He
on the most
reclassed.
loaded Duke team of all time.
Yes. And yet he is 18 years old in the NBA looking like that.
Last thought on the text line. Brandon Sprague was just in here talking about it as well with us. Denny is an elite driver of the basketball. Why the hell did he take a step back 3 with the game tied? We don't know, buddy.
I am 100% on board with Tiago not calling a timeout, because if you let a team call a timeout and set their defense, Jason Kidd gets Brandon Williams off the floor, and they get better defensively.
They got me all wet.
But at the same time, Two's in the strong side corner, and he's got Brandon Williams on him. That's where they're hiding him. 2 is kind of splitting the difference between sinking into the corner and bringing the screen. And like it looked like Denny thought maybe 2 was going to bring it, and then 2 kind of got caught in between. Shaden's on the weak side, get ready for the ball, and it looked like Denny just settled.
Yep.
Like, if you're 2, bring the screen, dog. Get Brandon Williams in the action.
It was really uncharacteristic of Denny, and that's why I kind of let it pass, because I'm like, nah, that guy doesn't do that. If he starts doing that more and more, then we might have a question.
And again, Denny finished with 29, 7 and 6 on 10 of 20, 2 of 7 from 3, 7 of 7 for the free throw line.
Last note I'd like to say, I know I already said last note, Shaden had 39 points, or 39 minutes, and good.
Had to.
But good. I want to see those minute restrictions kind of be lifted a little bit.
On the Denny note, over the last 7 games, you know what he's averaging? 27, 7, and 5 on 49, 38, 85.
Who was it that came out the other day and said that was it Kevin Durant that said Denny Advia definitely is a
all-star?
All-star?
Yeah. Like,
it's high praise.
He's a dude.
That's high praise from a top 10 player of all time.
Like I said, he is a no doubt dyed-in-the-wool, like number 2 on a good team. If he's your number 3, you were a title contender.